Hi, and welcome to Whose Fault Is It Anyway, a show where we pick apart global issues to see if we could get to the root of the problem. I'm your host, Tanieshaa Shrestha, and today we're looking at the world of fast fashion.
We've all heard about fast fashion, but what is it really? According to the Good Trade, fast fashion is a design, manufacturing, and marketing method focused on rapidly producing high volumes of clothing. Garment production utilizes trend replication and low-quality materials in order to bring inexpensive styles to the public. These cheaply made, trendy pieces have resulted in an industry-wide movement towards overwhelming amounts of consumption. It came into fruition in the 1960s when a Scots paper company marketing campaign got a little out of hand and women began making elaborate outfits out of paper. Following said craze, fashion companies began producing cheaper and faster clothing, thereby breaking the decades-old routine of high fashion, where clothing would only be released once every season. Today, fast fashion brands are said to have an estimated 10 to 11 mini-seasons a year and about 52 micro-seasons. Fast fashion has a bad reputation, from human rights issues, with brands using and abusing factory workers in sweatshop-like workshops for minimum wage and long hours, to contributing to landfills due to their products being poorer quality and therefore being more prone to rips and ruin. So, despite all of this being public and well known, why were they worth $36 billion in 2019 with an estimated growth of around $46 billion by 2029? Are people just that caught up with consumerism that they simply don't care about the world and the people who inhabit it other than themselves? Or are companies just that desperate to hold on to the world's clothing profits that they'd do anything to promote the lifestyle? Let's take a closer look. Shein, Fashion Nova, Zaful, H&M, Forever 21 and Zara are some of the better-known fast fashion brands, with multiple coming under fire for underpaying their workers, even going so far as to hire middlemen to outsource workers in countries such as Bangladesh, India and Ethiopia, where the working laws are less rigorous so that they don't have to bear the brunt of the underpaying scandal. These workers are often overworked, with little overtime pay, in poor conditions akin to sweatshops, where many develop respiratory diseases because of their overly close proximity to harmful fumes. After the collapse of the Rana Plaza in Bangladesh that killed about 1,000 people, many brands have pledged to have better working conditions. However, these issues still continue to persist. Their contribution to climate change is another point for criticism, with the industry emitting about 1.7 billion tons of carbon dioxide a year. About 60% of their fabrics are synthetic and made out of fossil fuels, the extraction of which alone is a large contributor. Of these fabrics, about 85% of the materials end up in landfills around the world, where they take multiple years to decompose, if at all. Water waste is another problem that fast fashion is a huge contributor to. A single cotton t-shirt takes about 2,700 liters of water to make. That alone is enough for one person to drink for 900 days. All these factors contribute to the cheap production of clothes that allow them to come out with clothing faster than ever, meeting and creating new demands in the market. However, with the rise in demand for sustainable fashion, companies like H&M have begun to take steps towards environmentally friendly clothing. There is no supply without demand, and this definitely holds true for fast fashion. Companies rush to fill the holes created by fashion trends that sprout up faster than they can be fulfilled, and these are only fueled by social media and the rise of internet influencers. Social media and the internet has made it easier to advertise and display clothing cuts and styles, and feeding into the fear of missing out. An internet personality could post a picture on Instagram and immediately boost sales because people want to look like them. And when enough people want to look a certain way, it becomes a trend. With companies quickly pushing out copies of higher fashion outfits, the everyday person is able to follow these trends, and with the continuous quick change in trends, the industry fulfills these demands. With the spread of the internet, information is also being pushed out, and consumers are aware of the problems caused by these companies that we discussed earlier. So, why are they still buying from them? One of the biggest reasons for this is the price. Clothing produced via fast fashion are usually cheaper than the ones that come from slow fashion. For example, a pair of joggers from Pangea, a sustainable brand that works with environmentally friendly technology, can cost up to $120, while a pair of similar looking joggers from Shein, a popular online fashion retailer, can cost as low as $18. The everyday consumer is more likely to spend less money on the same product as it is more economical. For the $120 they would have spent on a pair of joggers from Pangea, they can buy multiple pieces of clothing from Shein, allowing them to save money that they now can spend on other things, from groceries to paying rent. The clothing is most likely to not be great quality, but for someone with an average to lower income, this may seem like the best way forward. Another reason is size. A number of ethical clothing stores don't carry sizes above a US extra large, which is about a size 14 to 16. Some stores only carry up to a size 10. However, a large number of the population worldwide wear larger sizes. If they do happen to carry larger sizes, the prices are often higher than the smaller sizes. For plus-sized people, fast fashion alternatives are often the best way to buy clothes that are trendy, cheap, and fit them comfortably. Fashion goes beyond the runway and Instagram, and from everyday loungewear to office wear, fast fashion has given plus-sized people a way to dress the way they want.
The floor is now open. Is it the fault of the consumer, the conglomerate, or is there simply no ethical means of consumption or production under capitalism? We'll leave that final answer to you. Leave your answer in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more. This is Tanieshaa Shrestha. See you next week.